Good morning, Peter on Doxie here in Gary's Anchorage, which is about halfway up the west side of Fraser Island, Kagari. So it's day 110 of Peter and Doxie sailing from New South Wales to Queensland, and this is the Queensland part. Yeah, bit of a showery morning this morning actually. I didn't really expect that, although I hadn't looked at it that closely. But on the whole, I think it's going to be reasonably sunny, just with the odd shower coming through. I'm going to be leaving within the next half hour or so, doing the leg from Gary's Anchorage to Kingfisher Resort, or Kingfisher Bay. This is going over the top of the hill, if you like, Sheridan Flats being the shallows, and I'm waiting for the right tide basically to go through. So you really need to take that on the last 2 hours before the high tide. So you've got an incoming tide to take you, and then if you're lucky, an outgoing tide to take you the other way. So should be a bit different from yesterday, I hope, where we were fighting the tide all day. So the leg is probably about the same length as yesterday, but yeah, we obviously have helpful tides, and there seems to be a bit of a breeze around now too. Hard to tell here because we're sheltered, but that should also make it a little bit different from yesterday as well. So let's see how that pans out. Just going to make some preparations, get everything ready, and we'll be gone within the next half hour to 45 minutes. Well, a little morning drizzle to start the day. I think it should be short-lived. It has been moving slowly north. At least the kookaburras think so anyway. We've already had one departure this morning, a catamaran. But I might leave around about 9, I think. Yeah, just try and hit Sheridan Flats at the right time. And we're off from Gary's Anchorage. Yeah, it's not looking a bit bleak actually. Yeah, little sprays of rain coming through. Yeah, that's where I was. Goodbye to the neighbors. Okay, so we're coming out of our little side channel here, which led to Gary's Anchorage, and heading back to the main channel where we're going to do a right turn. And that turn should take us with the tide. So it might be a little different from yesterday. Mind you, so is the amount of sunshine. You cannot win them all. Anyway, it is what it is. We are making progress. Bit of a stiff southwesterly, I guess it is. Yeah, it's just west of south. So we'll see what we do when we get out here. There's another yacht going past. So this is going to be rush hour for people going across Sheridan Flats. There's just that small window of time where it is safe to do so. So as you can see here, we're pushing against it a bit. So hopefully just for a little bit longer, and then we can catch the express ride. Everybody likes a free ride. Okay, so one catamaran disappearing behind the point, another one there, and then another one further up as well. So those are just the ones I can see so far. Getting close to the turn now. Looking forward to having the tide behind us. We're doing about 2.2 knots against the wind and the tide. I'm not pushing the engine, I'm just got it at a fairly high idle really. Still, yeah, Working my confidence back up again. That looks like it must be the town of Tuan, Tuan. Does feature on the map, but a little settlement down there as well. Other than that, it's pretty isolated out here, which is great. Okay, looking back at Gary's Anchorage, I've got the jib out now. I don't know if I'm going to do much more than that. The wind has been fairly brisk. We've got the tide with us, doing about 4 point something knots. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We can always adjust later. Halfway down the channel there, I thought, oh yeah, the anchor. I had the anchor, it was covered in mud, so I dragged it through the water for the first few 100 meters just to clean it off, and it is clean, so I've pulled it up now and it's stowed on deck. Not a good look, dragging your anchor all the way to Kingfishers. Looks pretty moody out there, doesn't it? And looks like there was another yacht there just overnighting on the side. They've pulled up their jib and they're on their way. There's another yacht coming down behind them, so it is rush out here. You can see a bit of rain mist further up. I think Fraser Island tends to gather rain a bit. Anyway, we are headed down that way. It's certainly a rush hour down here. 2 more cats have caught up, plus that other mono. Just following the coastline of Stewart Island at the moment as we wind our way through. See a green marker up ahead there, so we'll have to take that to port as if you were leaving a harbour. So otherwise, if you're coming in, it's green to starboard, so green to green, red to red. And we're being overhauled by a catamaran, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Ah, this must be the capital of Stewart Island. It's the only houses I've seen around here. That's not a bad spot, is it? Not bad at all. Hey, the whole family's going here. Smile! Yeah, I think Fraser Island tends to catch a lot of the rain in the area, simply because of the hills, surrounded by so much flatness. So hopefully it stays in the hills. I do have the awning up, but yeah, I could do without it. I think I've seen enough rain for 5 lifetimes this trip. And yeah, here we go in a row. They're motor sailing too, so that's all right. They're not getting away from me that quickly, so I feel pretty good about that. They got jib and motor going. Oh well, back to rain again, just for a change on this trip, right? So, could be worse. Disappearing in the mist up there. Well, it's rain squalls passed by a bit now. The sun's trying to come out again. Yeah, just going back. It's a little bit brighter now. Breeze is holding up. I've got this mono following me still. Just saw a dolphin before too, so it can't be too bad. Didn't surface again that I could see, but I'm sure he did. Whenever I see palm trees in this part of the world, I'm thinking resort. It's funny, even in tropical North Queensland, well, parts I've been to at least, palm trees don't seem to happen prolifically in natural environment. That's a decent boat. It's taken me all morning. The one he was anchored just down the ways a bit when I came out of Gary's. And more rain. Whoop. Seagull. No, it wasn't. It was my hand. Alright, we're getting to Sheridan Flats. Big expanse of water. Big expanse of shallow water. It's coming up on the marker here. Can't see it behind the. If you're ever feeling lonely, well, think of this tree here. He started his own island. Slow progress at the moment, around that red marker, then that one, then it disappears into the rain over there. Pretty much as it does right across Fraser at the moment. Holy moly. So we've had enough of this, that's for sure. Okay, so showing a little bit of tide against me now, not much, but just enough to make it not with me, just put it that way. So we make the turn, and we get the next one up ahead. Interesting how that goes the further along we get. I'm assuming at some stage the tide starts going the other way. Well, here's another one, and to be perfectly honest, maybe slight tide against me, very slight. And I'm not lucky last, there's another catamaran coming out of the murk. Well, I couldn't see it before because of the murk. And still rain over on Fraser Island. Looking a bit like that up ahead, but you know, if they could kindly use that up before I get there, I'd be very happy about that. So anyway, here we are, Sheridan Flats. Didn't expect too many hills, but there you go. That's just wind's dropped off a reasonable amount. But yeah, we're still going around about 2 knots, and I'll just sit on that for a while. Quite happy. In fact, I might kick in the autopilot in a second, make myself some lunch. Righty ho, lunch is served, and the rain is coming again. Just got passed by that catamaran. Nice couple. They slowed down, said hello. Yeah, and the green marker. Yeah, that's pretty neutral there. We're getting a bit of a squall, I think, now because we've got the rain coming again. The rain is here again. You can see the marker over there. That's good. Okay, that rain squall's gone, thankfully, and we're now turning back towards Fraser Island, and we're following that coastline pretty much all the way down to Kingfishers. So easy. So closing in again on Fraser Island. This would now be the northwest side, and once we get close to the cliffs there, we'll start following them down. So that's where the channel runs, so quite easy to follow now. Okay, so this one's running with me. So in my mind, I've crossed the top of the hill. Every now and then you come across these odd little signs of habitation. So I think, does anybody live on Fraser Island? Maybe some parts of it. Looks like there's a couple of buildings there behind the trees, and also a radio mast sticking up the top there, so obviously tied up with this. This is apparently Angoa jetty, which must have been used at some stage but is now in disrepair. Interesting little eddies and little current things going on here. I'm getting pulled left and right. We are going into a little channel that follows the cliffs along to Kingfisher, so maybe that's the reasoning. Yeah, you can't see what the channel is because it's all just shallow water or deep water. Getting pretty close now to Kingfisher Bay down the way there. We got a rain squall and wind squall coming through at the moment. I was actually doing 7.3 knots with just the jib up, so obviously there's a tide factor there as well, but still it's like, I need to start slowing down. I've wound the jib in a bit. The other thing I've got my eye on at the moment is this ferry coming over. Apparently they can be a bit tricky. Okay, so now more in the lee of the cliffs. So the wind's backed off a bit. I've taken the jib in, now running the engine. But there's an old abandoned jetty there or something. It's amazing what must have gone on along some of these coastal places in times gone by. And there's the ferry. Yeah, I heard tell, but I don't know where I read it. One of the ferries sunk a yacht recently. I don't know if it was here or somewhere else. Getting in closer now. It's a busy place. Two ferries crossing each other. All that sand, eh? Well, here I am at Kingfisher Bay, and there's the jetty down there. And look at the weather. Isn't this normal for this trip? Yeah, I guess anything else I would be kind of feeling out of place. Hoping that the weather will improve tomorrow, although that means possibly northerlies, so which probably won't be great here. So we'll see how we go. If it's nice enough, I'll stay and go ashore tomorrow. I'm not going to bother now. Yeah, this resort apparently is very friendly for sailors. You can actually go in there and use the facilities, and that includes a shower and all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty generous. Obviously they want you to go and have a coffee at the cafe or something probably, which I'll be more than happy to do. But yeah, let's see how we go. It shelves very steeply here, so I'm in about 9-10 meters of water at the moment, and look how close I am to the beach. So as you can see, the tide carves this out pretty well. Well, that was a successful day. Probably took 5 to 6 hours coming down the Great Sandy Strait from Gary's Anchorage, and very changeable weather still. The rain even now. You can see the mistiness of that. There's actually drizzle in amongst all of that. It's just been coming through in waves, and I think it does that a lot here because I think Fraser Island, the coastline basically throws up that moist air and turns it into rain, and then it comes across here. Anyway, I think we got better weather coming. However, it may mean there are northerlies, so let's see how that pans out. Had a couple of really good runs there, just on the jib, coming down with the wind and the tide with me. I think my Navionics said I got a top speed of 7.6 knots, so I thought that's pretty good. So yeah, it's not a bad day sailing, just had to shelter from the rain from time to time. So I should be able to post this video today. If you probably noticed that yesterday's video didn't actually get posted until about an hour or two ago because I've got mobile coverage back. So that's going to happen. I think I'll just stop yabbering now and go and pour myself a glass of red and have some dinner. There's a few other boats here, not many, looking that way. And it shelves very quickly here, the beach. I'm in about 10 meters, 9 meters of water. So I've got plenty of line out. And yeah, look how close I am. So we'll see what the weather is tomorrow. I didn't go ashore on arrival because, as I said, it's just very changeable, the weather. So let's look at the sun coming down, trying to get the bottom of the cloud here. Just as we come around. There. As usual happens, it'll probably show itself for about 5 minutes and then go down. But we did have some sunny spots at least anyway. Anyway, time to stop yabbering. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like and comment by all means. Love the comments. I actually saw this month that I got a couple of hypes. And I thought, I've never heard of those before. So apparently they're good. So yeah, thank you to whoever did that. I really appreciate it. And I assume you're subscribed. If not, why not? This is Dawn Raider, out. Like I said, just the last few minutes we get.